Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie Yates, Anya, Steph Anya for short, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. In today's video, I'm so excited. I'm going to be sharing with you some books my clients have recommended to me. If you're curious, stay tuned. Okay guys, so I'm super excited. I've been wanting to make another book video for a long time. If you've been following me, you know I did 2 book videos last year or a couple of years ago, and I teased at starting a book club, and I technically started it but never really promoted it. And so what I'm really excited about with today's video is that I'm going to share with you some books I'm considering reading, and whichever one you choose will be the book that we can read together. And if you've already read the book, let us know what your thoughts are. So I've picked 3 books. Listen, every time my clients mention any book that they love, I put it on this post-it note. And I mean, there are so many books on here. Some I've crossed out, some I already talked about in those other videos. And now these are some of the ones that keep coming back to me that people have recommended to me several times. Because I am a marriage and family therapist, usually the ones that get my attention are books that are about family dynamics or books that are about couples and relationships. I do love fiction, and I have a video all about fiction books that I recommend. But lately I've been a little burnt out on fiction and been wanting to kind of get back into some of the more motivational, self-help, insight-based type of books. And so I'm really excited to read these with you guys. If you can't tell, I'm super excited. So let's jump in. So the first book is called It Didn't Start With You. It's by Mark Wolin, and I think this one was published in 2016. This book I'm excited about because it is about generational trauma. It Didn't Start With You is a book that really talks about exploring multi-generational family trauma. As marriage and family therapist, if you've ever seen my video where I say, what is marriage and family therapy? One of the biggest things that we focus on in our training is learning how to look for what we call circular causality, meaning that you're not looking to blame one person for all of the issues that you're experiencing. You're starting to look at things from a more holistic perspective, recognizing that it's not always as simple as A leads to B. A lot of times B leads back to A as well. A lot of times we are exploring exclusively our immediate life circumstances or experiences, when really what we're dealing with might be the impact of things our parents or grandparents, even great-grandparents went through, that we learned and we took on certain roles in order to help accommodate the family issues. It says, it didn't start with you, how inherited family trauma shapes who we are and how to end the cycle. So it's going to have some pragmatic advice in there about how to identify behaviors that you have that might be related to some generational trauma within your family, as well as some pragmatic tips on how to reconnect with yourself and to be able to let go of those influences that are negatively impacting you. This book is relatively thin. It's about 256 pages, which obviously based on print size and things that can really change, but you can see this is paperback. It's not a super thick book. I include that because I know for me, I like to know how many pages I'm going to read before I choose to read it. So some of the things like depression, anxiety, even chronic pain, phobias, obsessive thoughts. A lot of times we start looking within, trying to find chemical imbalances in our brain and things, and we're not really considering the generational impact of what we're experiencing. He also promises in this book to teach the readers how to make a family tree or genogram to start identifying some of the roots of these issues or behaviors that we're having. And so for those of you who may have not gone through a grad school program for counseling or therapy, that might be new to you. For those of us who have, genograms obviously are usually a pretty huge part of the work that we do. So this book seems like an exciting thing to read together to kind of unpack all of the different ways that the histories of our family could be affecting our emotional and mental well-being. So if that's your vote, let me know in the comments below and we could read that one first. The last book is also a family book, but first let's talk about a couples book. So this book is called 8 Dates. I love the cover. It is by John Gottman and also Julie Schwartz Gottman, who is his wife. If you've watched some of my other videos, I actually referenced Gottman a lot with couples work. Gottman has one of the evidence-based approaches to working with couples, and they actually have research-proven way of even predicting divorce. And so I have a video all about Gottman. I have a video all about building emotional intimacy using Gottman techniques. I really love some of the more practical ways that Gottman can help therapists work with couples. And as you can see, they also have things that are designed directly for the couples themselves if you want to kind of like cut out the middleman and do some of this work on your own. And the full title is 8 Dates: Essential Conversations for a Lifetime of Love. Don't you just love that title? This book is about 219 pages, published in 2019. It is going through different topics, whether you're in the premarital phase, whether you're married, and these are things that every couple needs to discuss. These are things that can help you feel closer to your partner, things that help you feel clearer on your goals with your partner. It definitely seems like the type of book that you could finish it maybe with your partner, or even if you're not in a relationship and you just want to be thinking about these things in advance to make sure that your relationship is getting off to the best start once you are engaging in one. It's basically a step-by-step guide for communicating. Who doesn't need that? And this book is based on the Gottman's 40 years worth of research. But the 8 topics are work and money, family, fun and adventure, conflict, sex and intimacy, growth and spirituality, dreams, and trust and commitment. So those topics, they're guiding you through how to talk about it with your partner, and ultimately being on the same page about these things, or at least understanding one another's perspective, can help give your relationship that boost to keep going and really enjoy your relationship. So if that's the first thing that you'd like us to read together, let me know that in the comments down below. All of these books will be available in my description box. I have Amazon affiliate links for you to use if you would like to read those, and then we'll get started reading them together. Okay, the last book, I don't have a physical copy yet of the last book, but it's called The Drama of the Gifted Child. This book is actually a much older book published in 1979. This is the shortest book. It's 144 pages. And this book is specifically about parentified kids. The full title is The Drama of the Gifted Child: The Search for the True Self by Alice Miller. I think this book is really helpful for like people pleasers and other people who learned from an early age that they needed to repress their own needs for the needs of their family, or specifically maybe a certain parent. The gifted child is the sensitive or alert child. This is usually like the empath, that's the term we'll probably use today, of the family. The person who is very aware of how everyone is feeling and usually starts making adjustments to what they're doing or how they're feeling to accommodate the family. That leads to emotional insecurity, loss of self, and it makes the child feel often like they don't even know how to feel about a situation because they're so used to being focused on how others feel. And she even talks about finding what she calls healthy narcissism. So just learning basically how to be in tune with your true, genuine emotions. The goal of her book or her work is to help people reconnect with their true emotions instead of continuing to repress them for the sake of others. It's another book about like the impact of family dynamics. This one seems a little bit more specific to maybe 1 or 2 generations, not multi-generational like we talked about with the book It Didn't Start With You. So if you'd like to read The Drama of the Gifted Child, let me know. Now this is just based on reading the summary of the book. I haven't read any of these books yet because I wanted to check in with you guys and see what books you are excited to read together. So if this is a book you'd like to read together, let me know in the comments below. Let me know which book we should start with, and let me know which books you still want to read even after that. Make sure we're friends on Goodreads, and you can find the Steph Anya Book Club on Goodreads as well. I'm not sure how we'll be communicating. I know that I'll be putting questions up on Goodreads for us to have a dialogue about via comment. So if you're not on Goodreads, it's basically an Amazon-based platform for book readers who like to talk about what they're reading. I may also even do like a virtual meeting because I know that that we're all coming in from all over. So let me know your preferences, how long it would take you to read these books. I need to get a good vibe for what would be a good time to have it. It's perfect because we're now in a new month. So we might have a little bit of time and definitely want to finish this by the end of the year. So I really need your ideas about how you want to handle this book club. Do you want to just stick to kind of messaging one another on Goodreads about it? Do you want to, maybe we can break it down in different YouTube videos. Maybe I can do a live on YouTube, or maybe we could do like a Zoom meeting or something. Let me know. I don't know. All I know for sure is that I have that Goodreads page for the Steph Anya Book Club, where we can definitely start there. So what should we read together? You guys let me know in the comments below of those 3 books. We've got It Didn't Start With You, 8 Dates, and The Drama of the Gifted Child. What is your preference for where we should start? I'm super, if you can't tell, excited to read with you guys. And I'm actually really excited about all 3 of these books. So you can't go wrong with choosing one of these. I will also be doing a video where I kind of review the book and break down what I learned from the book. So if you're not much of a reader, but you want to know what these books are talking about, I will be doing videos where I kind of summarize that for you. I ask that you subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it with your reading friends, people who are always looking for book recommendations, and let me know your recommendations in the comments below. I might do a video of books that my subscribers have recommended to me. Again, my name is Stephanie Anya, Steph Anya for short. Thank you for watching this video all the way until the end. I really appreciate it. You didn't have to, but it helps me so much. So thank you.